Hello, back in black tubers, and welcome back in black to Let's Play XCOM 2 Long War 2, episode 30-something, with me, Blue Ankylo. So, yeah, you know, it's a new session. The base has gone black. After that network tower mission, everything's gone dark for a little while. Maybe it's because we're in the shade, I guess. The arrows have blotted out the sun, as they say. Anyway, I don't think I had anything to do in base. We just finished our second network tower mission, which went, well, better than the first. So that's something. We've recently made contact with Australia, and we've got our future combat bonus, so we can start, well, we can continue to buy GTS upgrades for discount. We've just found a new mission that we could probably do. I don't know about these Get Advent Attention missions. I mean, like, they theoretically raise the strength in that area, but that might pull one here from somewhere else where they're doing bad things, so maybe that's fine. Because we liberated the first area, I believe any legions that were in India died when I liberated the HQ, I think. They keep recruiting more as time goes on, but I think that's how it works. I could be wrong. I'm still, you know, we're still just learning how these things work. We're not going to rush to the West Asia headquarters. That's going to take a little while. I am planning on, or perhaps in the process of building a tower. No, I built the tower here. So, you know, our next campaign goal is to make it to Chile and Brazil. And maybe we'll wait till an engineer's free to put them in the resistance comm. Or I already started making that one. No, we're fine. So do we want to do this mission? That's the question for today. 5 days, 4 hours, extremely light. I think it's probably worth a go. We might not be able to send the full 7 or 8 or anything, but I think even a 6-man could handle this without too much trouble. So maybe we just send a bunch of sergeants. This should be really easy with these guys, even with Lady Blue and Necron out for a little while. Although Lady Blue will be back quite shortly. Maybe we'll send the Noob Tube because they've got 2 people out for a while. That seems fair. Plus they've got an officer ready to go. Yeah, 6 days. There's 6 of them. I mean, I think if we go at 95% or something, it'll be very light instead of extremely light. I think the 3 could probably do it like that, or we could just spend some intel. I don't know if like a different team has a better infiltration time. Probably not going to make much difference, really. So I either send 6 and go at 90%, or I send... How much intel have we got just laying around right now? We've actually got a good amount of intel. I've already spent my Chile intel. Do I want to build a radio tower in New Chile or not? All it does, because we've already got the discount to South Africa from here, all a radio tower here will do is discount New Brazil. So we could probably just pay double intel for New Brazil, which would be 160. That's at least 4 days away. So we could spend the intel to boost this one, get it back, because it's a... You know, you basically get the... You spend 25, you get 27 back. And then we could send more people, is what I'm thinking. I could just send 7. Maybe that's what I do? You know, I don't want to spend all my intel all the time, but this one sort of... It's... just means we can have an easier mission, that's all. There's no 8-man teams ready to go, but we could add in, like... Well, there's probably a few soldiers laying around that haven't had a mission. So I've added a couple characters, and we've still got some new people that we just recruited. So, like... Blue Skull is missing... Sharpshooter, Assault, Tech, all that kind of stuff. They don't have them. Gunner, Grenadier, Specialist. But we don't have a Grenadier in there, so for now, Kong can go there. Sharpshooter they didn't have. So, like, the squad is filling out slowly. It is supposed to be a pretty easy mission. We could let Charlie go with some of the lower level guys. We could fill it in with a second Gunner and a second Specialist. We've got a Shinobi, we've got 1 Specialist, a Ranger. It's not a bad squad just like that. And if we added in you know, an extra or two. Then we get a full 8. If we spend the intel, that'll get us over 100%, so it'll still be a really easy mission. And then we can send some more lightly equipped people. That way we can keep like the good squads ready to go for a more difficult mission. Alright, I think I'm okay with this. Now, I probably don't have enough supplies to buy new weapons, so you guys might be going with low-tier weapons here, depending on what we've got available. We've got a laser rifle. You know what? We can have at least one laser rifle. Got a couple tracer rounds, so I don't want to send these guys to their death. Don't suppose we've got any laser cannons sitting around. No. We don't have any armor sitting around. We're still pretty early on with combat armor. Sharpshooter, maybe a laser lance. No, but we've got an upgraded sniper rifle. Another gunner doesn't have anything. I think I had a... If I had an assault, I could give them the scatter ray. I'm sure these guys will manage, probably. So, new Grenadier hasn't gotten a mission yet. We want to switch over to submachine gun so they can move further. We want to make sure they've got enough grenades to, you know, do their job. A little bit of armor. Probably one flashbang at least. And the Rangers, weapon upgrades, kind of important. Is that all we've got right now? That'll do. Shinobi needs something on the equipment. Probably going to be using a lot of grenades. Still don't have better swords yet. Got a suppressor equipped, that's all I'd really put on a Shinobi anyway. We've got a medic, officer medic with pretty good abilities. I'm happy with those. If you're going to be shooting with the SMG, it is nice to have expanded mags and scopes and stuff. I'll save that for like the snipers though. Or the gunners at least. You know, the people who really need to make those hits. We've got a scope, we've got an autoloader, we've got a suppressor. It's acceptable combination. And I like... tracer rounds. Squatty is kind of lower priority here. Like, the 5 aim would be nice. Squatty with low aim again. Oof, everyone has bad aim here. Well, the Corporal has good abilities, so I'll actually give... Like, he has a hail of bullets, so you can't miss on that shot. I'll end up giving the extra tracer rounds to my my Squatty Sniper. I don't think I'm going to give them any sims. We'll save these for the more higher rank soldiers for the most part. But we've got lots of grenades. We've got suppression. You know, we've got some options. Oh, and you guys actually need all your gear. That's kind of the problem. You recruit new people, they don't come automatically equipped with the default standard, that is. But, you know, flashbangs and frags, they work pretty well early on. And it's in a strength level 1 area. I doubt this mission will be that difficult. Specialist. Oh, you're going to lose all your movement once we equip stuff here. I think they really aren't focused on great shots, so we might as well just give them the SMG. That way they're more likely to heal up or flash something. Alright, that'll probably do for this group. We'll need to remember to save some intel for them, but that shouldn't be that difficult. Good luck, what's this one? The squad, Blue Skull. The new squad that hasn't really had a lot to do yet.
Sky Ranger deployed.
Menace ready to deploy.
Alright. So, campaign-wise, let's continue making contacts. Don't spend my intel until I get more. Keep some reserve, Blue. Alright, Lady Blues, get some! There's a joke there. But I'm not going to say it. So we could continue training her. Let's have a look at officer training. Still, nobody's bothered to turn the power back on. So Lady Blue's ready. Shinga's ready to go. He could get some as well. Sure, we'll spread out the... Well, actually, hold on. Can't we just... 35 supplies and we could train both of them at once. Well, I'm not going to go back to the black market right now. Maybe later. That's an easy upgrade to do. Or just wait a day. Or just get missions everywhere. Well, this one, unfortunately, we're not really going to be able to stop. I'm not sure what bad things are going to happen because of this. Advent is investigating our haven. So I have a feeling if you can't stop this, there'll be something like a terror mission over here. So we want to keep a squad ready for that. Because I can't really stop it. I have to destroy a relay. You can't really stealth those. And they did not, I mean, a day and a half. Even if I boosted it, it's just 2.5 days. I could send like one person. Alright, debris cleared. We got some more money. Money. And we've got another 2 engineers free. So I think the lab's coming quick. Let's put 1 engineer here. And with that, we'll have to upgrade, you know, the workshop and the resistance comm and the power eventually. But for now, let's put 1 of the gremlins over here. That lets us continue making contacts. And let's speedify the lab so our science, our research doesn't slow down too much. And then probably these 3 engineers will continue clearing for now. And then we've got 2 engineers that can staff stuff. You know, technically you can have 2 engineers in the workshop at some point, and that'll fully power the relay and the comms. Pretty happy with that. Okay. Oh. No, I'm not going to put Lady Blue into training. I don't want all of my officers, I don't want all my characters busy training when I need them to go on missions, basically. Okay, so tactical upgrades in fighters. Stun Lancers get bonus dodge against nearby enemies. That's annoying, but okay. So it makes it so Shinobi and Assaults are a little bit less effective on those. I want to mention something that I just recently learned about... Sure. Hunts, resistant spies, undercutting, collection. Ooh, that would be bad. I would definitely like to stop that. I did learn something about dark events. So, dark events in Long War II are often permanent. So like in Vanilla XCOM 2, these things lasted a month and then went away. This one happened, we didn't get any warning about it, and I'm not sure if tactical means 1 month or 2 or forever. But theoretically, if you keep playing and, you know, these will trigger in areas you haven't contacted sometimes. You can't do anything about them and they'll just show up forever. So you could get some really dangerous bonuses on the enemy forces at some point. And if you're trying to decide whether or not to do a dark event, don't rely on them going away after a month like the old XCOM 2 dark events. So maybe prioritize countering them as aggressively as you can. Although sometimes there's nothing you can do. I'm actually kind of annoyed by that change. It doesn't really explain it very well. And I'm not a huge fan of having no control over it. Especially when this one pops up and there's nothing you can do. So just keep that in mind that dark events are permanent, or often permanent anyway. Alright, Lone Wolf, you know, not the strongest of abilities, but I'll take it. Hard target's pretty good, actually. Bonus dodge, which helps downgrade grazes and hits and criticals, makes them pretty, like, I feel like, I mean, hard target's 5 per enemy, but when you're surrounded, that's a huge difference, you know. We should probably send someone back to AWC, though. Gotta keep people training. Who do you want to send? I don't know. I mean, there's like a ton of good stuff in here. I don't want to spend all day here. We get Lone Wolf on another Ranger. Actually, you know what? I think it's more likely that I'll be keeping... Like, I like the defense bonus for Damn Good Ground, and I think it's easier for this to trigger than Lone Wolf. So, officers, pretty important, and getting them on high ground seems like a good idea. Although that keeps her out of the fight for 4 days, but, you know. Okay, so not a huge surprise. Technically, you can ignore these for a little bit of time. I think it says over here. Yeah, you've got 1 day to set it up, a defense. So because we couldn't do the last mission, there's a retaliation mission. And this is, I guess, as close as a terror mission as you get, although they're not always the same as terror missions were. Unless the glitched one was about to pop. I'm just trying to decide if we're gonna... No, if we really wanted this squad, we could probably rush this mission and get to the defense in time, but... No, this is our mission for today. This is potentially going to be trouble. But let's do it. The Advent are not happy with us doing all these towers and HQ assault missions. So we should have we should be able to set up a fully equipped squad here of 8 with proper gear. I think we start with the ninjas and we find a special. Well, but they're missing they're missing all of my officers right now. All right. Well, that's my bad for not having any officers available. Okay, we start with ninjas. We try to find them a specialist somewhere, which is always officers. This is terrible. We have no specialists. That's not good. That's not good, Blue. Why would you do that? Well, we send this squad and we send them somebody from one of the other squads. Who wants to help out? What would be the most useful to add on to this team? Maybe another sharpshooter? Rodika's got a pretty good aim. I don't know exactly how this mission's gonna work. It says very light, so that's promising at least. I don't know if I can trust that. These missions can be a bit weird though, so I don't know exactly what to expect. But they're often defensive, so sharpshooters in the high ground, if possible, could work out really well. Yeah, I think we'll bring Rodika, because she's got good aim, especially if she has a laser... You know what I mean. A laser lance. That looks like a laser lance to me. Alright. So the more laser weapons, the better. I think all the really important people have one. And Tim, can you get one? Actually, hold on. Let's unequip that mod from this one. I wish there was a way to just strip all items. I know there's a mod to do it, but by default, there's no easy way to unequip all of those. Alright, so you're going to want advanced laser sight for close range crit. The rest of the stuff doesn't matter too much for you. So, I do have a +1 speed sim. I mean, I gave you the defense platypus. But flesh works best with range. Like, the further you can run, the more damage you can do. And +1 range would help you out a lot. I think I'll actually give it to a Sergeant Assault, who doesn't... This way we're not losing any sims. And +1 mobility will also make it a lot easier for you to point-blank stuff. So that's fine. Alright, any other good upgrades? Should just double-check weapon upgrades quick. I mean, we don't need suppressors on this mission, technically, but... I guess really we want to make sure both snipers have a stock. That's like #1 rule. Stock, auto-loader, do you have a scope? Oh yeah, that'll help. In fact, I'd rather just have +1 ammo than one... Well, no, you can have 1 reload. Doesn't make much difference. And both snipers, okay, have pretty standard looking gear. Ranger? Weapon looks pretty well upgraded. Oh, you've got... It's extremely good. I'd rather give you a scope. Scopes are really good on Rangers as well. I mean, everything's good on Rangers, but if they're taking 2 shots, you know, that's +5 aim for both of them. And tech has submachine gun. That's fine. Grenadier has submachine gun. Okay, this looks good. Whew. I'm just not sure what this mission will bring, that's all.
Sky Ranger deployed.
In position.
It says very light. That generally means around 12 aliens. But some of these Haven defenses are weird. And this will be the first one on camera we're doing, so... Welcome to Rebel Falls! Is that... That's not a good sign, if we're the rebels. Operation Fire Steed, hey? On higher difficulties, enemies will sometimes get bonus actions when they activate, and kill your technicals through cheap shots. Alright, we gotta rescue this, guys. Rescue this Haven. You guys know what to do. I hope. I don't know what we're doing.
1-5. Hostile forces are attacking the outpost. Eliminate all enemy units and protect those civilians.
Okay.
Advent came in hot, and so did we. You won't have a concealed position.
Technically, the Shinobi is concealed. So, this is actually... as close to a Terra... almost as close to a Terra mission as you get. Although, I think there is a Terra mission where you just straight up have to kill all the aliens. This Haven is not going to have a lot of surviving civilians, though. That's one thing. Unlike Terra missions where the civilians are random and it doesn't really matter too much if they die, other than, like, whatever the mechanic is for panic. Especially in Long War 1, where losing civilians on a Terra mission just caused panic across the world. This time, these are the people you have to recruit and you use for intel, so losing them hurts a bit more. So we've got Anna on sniping. We've got the bear, Sir Renyok, with the big gun. Perfect. Platypus is in stealth for now, which helps. Austin is the ranger. Tim Dover's our assault. Rick Manley is our grenadier with salvo, which is ridiculous. Or no, technician, not grenadier. Because normally that's a technician ability. Or normally that's a grenadier ability. Jobot has the grenades though properly, and Rodica is our second sniper. So first off, I mean, there's not a lot of cover up here, but getting my snipers on the high ground would be very good. Also, Graham, how come you don't have a laser shotgun? Oh, because, okay, we technically get 9, because Graham is the Haven advisor for this area. That's where he came out of. Okay, so 9 people helps. Technically, if any enemies are over there, we do get high ground on them. Depends on how much room we've got to play with. So, I think we need to take a peek around this way. I hope you don't lose your concealment, but we need to move quick here. And we lost concealment immediately.
Position compromised.
I should have played a little bit more patiently. It's just 3 sectoids, you'll be fine, but kind of annoyed we lost our 1 concealed unit immediately. Well, probably not going to do a great job of killing these unless we put people in a huge amount of danger. We could run and gun and blast him from the back. I mean, we could technically do 2 running guns and a flesh. The odds of activating even more of the map, though. Ah, why not? Just do it. You'll be fine, Platypus. This is a very light mission. That's what they told me before this started, right? Graham. Yeah? It's fine, it's fine. You totally can cover 1 sectoid with your shotgun. I really hope you've got close encounters. I hope you've got like a laser sight on this thing. It doesn't look like it. 85% crit. It's pretty close. He's pretty dead, I guess. Took him a while to die, but you got him. Alright, good job, Graham. You got an Elerium core. Just try not to die. And then, seeing as we did get 2 assaults... Do I need to use another run and gun here? Probably, if I want to be sure about things. Probably from here. Is that close enough? 3 tiles away? Get less effective close encounters from there. I want to see if there's any other way of getting a shot off here. I don't think anyone else is going to be able to get vision, really. Alright, run and gun.
Running and gunning.
We're gonna put you in a slightly more dangerous position than I'd like.
No need to ask twice.
But we haven't activated anything yet, so unless we're really unlucky with a patrol, you've got this guy. Alright. The sectoids are having a hard time dying properly, but... I mean, I feel like this was handled pretty well. We've got lots of Illyrium, that's awesome. You know, the mistake, of course, was moving too far with my Shinobi. I'd rather he was still concealed, but on the plus side, we know we can move a fair distance without activating anything. So if I can put two snipers up here,
Copy that.
I mean, might not be perfect line of sight, but
Move.
okay, we're not moving any further now. We're not going to risk activating anything
I'm
else.
on it.
And I want to have sort of, well, I don't think the Overwatches will really do us any good. I was thinking having a couple Overwatches might help, but
On Overwatch.
well, we'll still have a couple Overwatches just in case. Our only shortfall here is we don't have any concealment to find new pods. All right. So somebody over there, Viper. Well, that guy's dead. There was nothing we could do about him. Anybody else gonna just be cheap shot? To be honest, we cleared the first pod before they even had a turn. I feel like that was pretty good. Well, we know where the Viper is. Do we just activate them and start taking sniper shots from squad site? We can start gathering up our Haven operatives here. So maybe we'll use Graham to have a look. And like if he hunkers down behind full cover, they'll never hit him. And to be fair, although the snipers don't have steady weapon yet, I bet you they've got a good shot on somebody here. They did take pretty good cover. 76, eh? Maybe we can grenade them. Oh, you don't even see anything. Dang. Maybe we can get Jobot to blow up some stuff. It's possible we'll destroy... Well, I would rather... I think the Viper is higher priority than the Sentry. So if possible, I would like to destroy the cover for the Viper, rather than maybe damage the Sentry a little bit. I think if I could destroy that little tree with a Sapper Grenade, which, isn't it? Yeah, Sapper Grenades suck. They never do what they're supposed to do. Alright. Try a stun or something. It's not the worst shot in the world. Maybe we just toss a bunch of grenades on them after all. Well, killing the Viper is still the priority, so come on, Anna. The fact that we didn't destroy that tree sort of ticks me off. Well, we could flash it. Flashbang those two, flesh the snake. Alright, Shinobi, Platypus here is getting a lot of work. He's got seeing as this tree is indestructible, this is a pretty good cover, I think. Please don't activate anything while you're here. It's fine.
One down.
Yeah, that's why Shinobis... we're getting lots of Illyrium. I kind of value them a little bit higher than... Oh, that's not good. I value them a bit higher than Assaults because they can basically run and gun every single turn. That's bad news, though. Well, maybe the other sniper has a shot. Nothing. Why did only one sniper have a shot here? Alright, well, things are getting rough. I'm not... People are way too far back. Way too far back. If you activate something on the left, we're basically screwed. But this is 3 paws. That's got to be it. That's 3, 6, 9, or 10. Maybe one more pod after this, but there can't be much left. I don't think we can get a rocket from this far off. get to that tree, but that's... Yeah, this has been a bit of a mess up. I need people to get close enough to help out, like, next turn. We're gonna have to survive one turn of shame, basically. It's mostly Platypus that's in the big trouble here. So you can't do anything about the mech. I wonder how long have we got? Nah, not even close. Move closer. I wonder if we could throw a smoke grenade onto Platypus from here. I was planning on having Graham hunker, but I don't think that's an option anymore. Not a lot of places to move up and throw grenades safely either. Alright. Rodica, because you, for whatever reason, had no shots back there. Still can't even see them. Something's weird going on. Alright, I don't think I'll be able to hit both of these guys. Yeah, we'll never get the smoke to do that. But, primarily protecting Platypus. 20 defense. Now, I have to try to keep him from getting flanked is the catch. I think we have to use a flashbang here on the sentry and the scout. What else would be worth? Some damage would be lovely, but... I think we just run Tim up so that hopefully he can help next turn.
Copy that.
And we basically have to flash these guys, hope that they can't get any flanks off. And unfortunately, because he activated the extra pod, things kind of suck. Run all the way up to here. I mean, they're going to be taking shot at somebody in full cover no matter what, so we might as well have as many people ready next turn as we can. We just have to hope that the full cover protects us. And the flashbang and the smoke. You know, I did as much as I could, but I'm not happy with the activations, that's all. And advisors are going to keep dying. At least we know where the last pod is. But yeah, I mean, like, that's 2 people dead, and I've been super aggressive. There's no possible way of rushing this any faster than this. This is already pretty bad. Alright, you're in the smoke. You can totally dodge a stun, right? Think he dodged it? Looks good. I don't know about this one, though. Can't see through... Oh, what's he doing? Oh, he's using this as a grenade. Bombard attack. That one sucks. There's nothing you can do about that. At least it didn't destroy the cover. And the Stun Lancer... I guess we're just lucky that he didn't perma-stun anybody. Scout shouldn't have a great shot. Yeah, that's nothing to worry about. And then the sentry shouldn't be too much trouble. I'm still glad we killed the snake. I'm just mad that the mech... Basically, the only thing bad that really happened was the fact that the mech used an unavoidable attack. Well, seeing as Anna only has 1 shot, might as well just take that right off the bat. Good. And that's the one with Overwatch, so, like, pretty happy with that outcome.
Hostile target down.
Okay, so you get to shoot and steady, which is usually... That's what I wanted to set up. Sorry, that was not Rodica. That was Anna. Rodica is just not getting line of sight on anybody today. On the plus side, we should be close enough for some shotties to sort of wreck these guys. Possibly the hardest one to hit will be the Stun Lancer. I think we move Renyok up to here. Still can't see anything. This hill is causing me all sorts of problems. Well, Did we just take 2 slashes on the mech? We'd probably just kill the Lancer. See, the problem is the smoke is now helping them. And we know that there's another pod, like, right in there. So, like, my worry is if I deal with this scout, they're gonna get another activation. Which I could light them on fire from here. Now, with Salvo, I get a free rocket. So maybe get my Shinobi out of the smoke and then rocket these guys. That'll shred them at least to make it easier to finish them off. Alright. The only trouble is the Stun Lancer might have dodge that I can't see, thanks to that dark event. But this is pretty good cover even if we activate, although I hope we don't. We got the kill. So, Platypus 3 for 3, and nobody shot him yet. He dodged his stun, so really happy with Platypus today.
It's over here.
And we did not activate, thank goodness. So, rocket? If it scatters, we want to make sure it doesn't destroy ourselves, but it'll have a maximum of 2 scatter. It might destroy one of my assault's trees, but I don't really care about that. He's gonna have to move anyway. Be cool if you could, like, ignite the smoke on fire, and then they took extra damage from a combo effect. Or I wonder if acid does that. That'd be cool. Anyway, they no longer have cover at all. I'm just gonna try to blow up this guy's cover while we're here as well. I doubt it'll work. But we did some damage. Alright. Ranger has not had much to do yet. Oh, we did destroy his tree, actually. That's great. Alright, well, the priority is, like, the mech, and then... we can see the mech from up here. This tree is also... funny! Good old glitches that never got fixed. That tree is still there, technically, but it's not cover. Well, the tree is technically not there, but you can see it. I wonder if you get to keep corpses on this map. I shouldn't be greedy, though. I really want to make sure the scout dies and the mech. And we don't really have... we only have the 2 assault shots. Like, that's pretty much all we've got left. Maybe Jobot. Maybe Jobot can finish off the drone. Alright. Can we just stand right in here? Actually, it says up here is technically a flank. That should be close enough with the high ground advantage. We should have a pretty good shotgun here. 94. Come on, Graham. Perfect. Alright, and then we just gotta deal with the mech, and hopefully the drone. And then next turn will probably be the last turn. Alright, so... I know this is not cover from the direction we're likely to find more enemies. But someone's got to kill this guy, or else it just causes too much problems. The aiming is just too much, but you definitely blew his face off.
Enemy destroyed.
And then, you can do it, Jobot.
Seems doable.
I know you took 2 damage, but 48%. Stupid smoke, defense, red fog. That's safe.
Boom!
I guess we'll just make sure it dies, you know. I don't want to risk letting this thing have any chance at all. Guaranteed hits. Okay, well, you know, we're still hanging in there. We haven't rescued anyone, technically, but,
I'm on it.
on the plus side, none of my guys have died, although we did take some damage that we could not avoid. In fact, wow, Rodica almost died in one shot from a, I guess, basically a grenade. She must have taken 5 damage. That is kind of ridiculous, isn't it? 5 damage from an unavoidable, and keeping in mind, of course, the enemy down there shouldn't have even seen her. Like, we couldn't see him from here. He just, you know, used perfect sense to know where she'd be standing. Wow. Okay, well, Rodica will be injured for a month, thanks to a completely cheap tactic. You know what I meant to do? Because we didn't bring a specialist, I meant to give my sharpshooters a couple of medkits, so I don't even have a backup medkit right now. So if she dies or bleeds out, we can't do anything. So keep her safe. Alright, well, 3 Haven's dead. Haven Evasor's dead. I mean, I don't know. I wish there was a way to actually save people, but the enemy get a free shot in the fog every turn, and there's just nothing you can do. The worst missions are the ones where you have to save people, but like, you'll start on one end of the map, and you'll have like 12 people all spawn on the opposite corner, and the aliens surrounding them. There's just, like, they're dead. Like, this one, they're spread out a little bit, so they won't, you know, they're not going to be able to kill all 10. You know, there's just no way, but it's still pretty rude. Alright, well, I think if we just activate that group, we'll be able to start killing them pretty easily. Let's go from full cover, though.
I'm going.
See if that pops them. No? I guess they were a little bit further away than I thought. I was hoping... Well, see, the problem is, Rodica's aim will be way down, right? Yeah, minus 28 aim. She was such a good sniper. She never even got an angle, not a single shot. Well, maybe we should just sacrifice another Haven guy or gal just to set up a better defense. So we got, like, half the problem here was we're activating these pods without having the full crew in vision.
Affirmative. Got it.
Let's make sure we've got at least a couple options for the next battle.
Move, move, move.
Rodica's not going to be able to do very much. Anna, I mean, I don't know if you'll be able to get line of sight from there, so I think pull you a little bit closer. And honestly, we might just send Rodica away, but I'll send Rodica back up here. There's like no way they're going to get line of sight on her from this far away. And we might as well take... Apparently you're immune to fire. Don't worry about it, Graham. Just a little bit of burning. Alright. Okay, they walked into vision, so I would have been better to just stay still and have overwatches, but we should be in a good position here. And they didn't kill anybody. That's even better. Alright, do we have a lucky shot? Well, this is kind of Rodica's last chance to shine. Unfortunately, that red fog and the high cover and everything. Take your shot. Maybe you'll get lucky. Awesome. So even though she nearly died to mech cheating, she managed to get a kill before the end of the battle. Thank you. I don't think we'll need your services after this. How about Anna? Can you also kill one of them? I guess the priority would be the sentry of those two. Can you just kill him, please? If I'd had her with steady weapon instead of moving her around, she would have had a 96%.
X-ray neutralized.
Snipers are pretty good. Alright, this is when you use your free reload. And then steady weapon for just in case we need her next turn. Still, though, I'm pretty sure this is the last guy. And at this point, he should be pretty scared. Yeah. Sniper's picking off all his friends and a shinobi close enough. Well, I mean, honestly, it wasn't that bad of a map.
The AO is clear.
I tried to rush it to save as many Haven operatives as I could. If it wasn't for a mech activating and getting a undodgeable attack that nearly killed people, we would have been unwounded, probably. I mean, the mech might have shot my shinobi or something. It was the fact that, well, if I'd been able to bring a specialist, I could have probably Haywire protocoled it, or maybe even just one-shot it with combat protocol. Well, no, probably 2. So if I had had a specialist, we would have been fine, maybe. Yeah, it was okay. Wasn't my best showing, but mostly I'm annoyed that we're going to lose a sniper for like 30 days or something. And of course, no specialists available for reduced wound timers, which would also have been nice. But we saved our Haven. Just they keep getting lower and lower on. We had a really bad spy fight where we lost 2 soldiers and found out 2 spies. We lost 4 on that, and then we lost 3 more today. They're down 7 out of their 13 or whatever they used to have. No promotions either, huh? Well, you know, 19 days. That's not the worst. All that from one undodgeable grenade, though. We did get a lot of Elerium cores, so that's great. Depth perception's pretty good. Combat awareness is solid right there. And they turned the lights back on. So, okay. That was a mission. Wasn't my favorite, but we lived. Let's have a look at West Asia. They're down to 7 folks. They're not going to be getting great missions with 4. A lot of the problem was we didn't get enough intel to catch the setup for that assault, too. Maybe we just put everyone on recruit for a little while, or... I don't know. We definitely need to recruit, but I still want the intel. We'll put, like, 1 survivor that's got a couple, or it's got a promotion. Maybe she'll be able to keep it up. Graham, you got to find us some new recruits for West Asia. They need some help. Maybe I should just liberate it and get it over with. All right. Well, before we end the episode, let's see if we can finish with New Chile, seeing as we've pretty much lost. We've almost lost West Asia there. All right. It's a little bit loud. You guys have seen those before, I think. And now we can make it to New Brazil. And they only got 4 people here again. That's... When you're so low, I feel like it's almost worthless to try intel at this point. So I feel like you might as well at least just send them all to recruit to start. Until there's enough people that can do intel properly. And there's nobody free for Haven Advisor. So someone's going to have to take one for the team and step down. You know, I'm pretty sure... I think it would be incredibly unusual if New India still had a spy. So we'll just move Gray over for now. And maybe he can help get this area recruited. We're really low on recruits in the areas, like... The only place... We've only got 2 places possibly spawning missions right now. We'll try to finish the recruit. 6 and 4 is fine. Like, New Indonesia is getting there. New West Asia got set back. And then Chile and New Australia, they still got a ways to go. So we'll give them a Haven Advisor to help out, hopefully. Hopefully there was no spies left in the big money maker there. So I shouldn't spend that yet until we do this mission. Right? Do this mission, get the intel, and then spend that. Unless did I need intel for this one? No, this one has enough. It's nice to have like some reserve intel. You know, on the other hand, I could build a radio tower here, but they're pretty expensive. Like, they go up by 50 every time, and you kind of want to be strategic where you build them. Yeah, we'll just scan until we do the mission next episode or whatever. Well, that's a nice mission. We don't have to spend any intel. We'll get some intel. Good. We'll set this one up, and then we'll end the episode. That'll be fine. Nice mission. I like it when we get the intel. Alright, so, yeah, panicked. Necron's getting close. Roddick is out. Starting to get some wounds. I don't like seeing all these wounds everywhere. Wasn't it like just an episode, maybe like before the network tower, saying, yeah, we don't have too many injuries. Now they're starting to stack up. Well, I think we just send 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 is as good as we can do unless we send some rookies. Well, no, I mean, it says this is extremely light, right? Yeah, this should be fine, and we could... Well, actually, let me see here. 6 days, 9 hours. If I added another one, we could probably do this in 7 days. So we could wait 1 or 2 days for someone to get recovered. Like, we might be able to wait for Carl, for instance. Like, if we wait 2 days, Carl's better, then we can send 7. And still get to 100%. That seem reasonable? I think we try. Well, we're not gonna be able to do that one anyway. Nothing you can do. Too short.
Laboratory facility
Now that's good.
operational.
There's some good news. So you start with 1 slot open. So we want to at least assign one of our scientists, and you get like the biggest bonus from the first one. So because it's diminishing returns, the first one takes us from, let's see, the slowest thing here is mag weapons, 18 days. And this should give us a pretty good boost. Maybe an 18 or 17% boost? I don't know how they do the math behind the scenes. But that cut 3 days off of our slowest one, so, 2 or 3 days off of everything sounds pretty awesome. And if I have the supplies, I've got a scientist ready. We can just buy another station. It costs power, but I think definitely getting that is worth it.
Upgraded.
And we had a free scientist, so bango. Now, the next slots, 17, 14, like 11, and 8, you get less bang for your buck. But as we get more scientists, I will buy more slots there. And then all we need to do is, send an engineer to power, and which we actually have a free gremlin right now. So we can do that anytime. And then we'll be okay on power. And, I need the supplies, of course. But the research, I think that's... What did that change? Oh, I spent the supplies, so it sent these to the bottom because they're too expensive. But yeah, we went from 18 days to 13 days. Like, that's a huge upgrade on research speed. Like, we got altogether like a 30% research speed bonus there. So I'm really glad I got that lab. And as soon as we get more scientists, I'll consider upgrading that a little bit more. Gonna end the episode soon, guys. Soon. I don't want to forget about this mission. Okay, well, this is what we'd have to do first anyway, so I guess spend that intel. Now the mission's ready to go. This is a full mission? Good, we got the... Yeah, this was a big one. We got the whole thing ready to go. This should be a nice, easy, no-brainer one. As long as no one gets injured, maybe I'll just send them on the other mission. We still have, hopefully, enough time for that. And then, if we succeed on this mission, we'll have enough intel to make contact with Brazil, and everything will be fine. And we can just slowly let our people recover their wounds without having to rush them. Yeah, that's fair. Alright, so thanks for watching, folks. Hope you guys have enjoyed. What episode was this? 30-something? 36. 37, that is. You got to see a different type of mission. Basically a terror mission, I guess. Pretty much straight up. And I don't know... I could have played it cautiously. We might have lost a few more. We might not have taken the grenade if I had done that a little differently. And then we wouldn't have lost Rodica for so long. But it's hard, like, So that was That was the ninjas, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was the ninjas. It was Rodica joined up with the ninjas for that mission. Pretty sure. What names do I what names look familiar? Yeah, it was totally Platypus got all those kills. So seems like the Haven protection missions don't add to your total, but I will keep count. So don't worry about it. Ninjas, mission 10. I mean, you just did a mission. You just did your network tower and I made you do another one? I'm a cruel commander. Sorry about that. You just got back. This mission, what would we call this? Haven Defense Mech Cheater. that's all I can say. Mech cheated. So there you go. We're keeping count separately now. Just go Mick Cheater. That would be good too. All right, folks. For sure this time, though. Thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed, and we'll see you next time.